Go to OBS. Stream has started. Not even going to start Twidget. I am going to start the clocks to see how incredible. That's not what I want. I'm going to start the... Oh, the clocks aren't working because I turned the clocks off. I shut that website down. Let me know when it's streaming. Streaming. Oh, that looks... Oh, and just like right on cue, I start getting that. Awesome. Awesome. Check it out. Check the stream out.
Okay, so what did you do to fix it?
I reverted back to 27.23, I think it is. Then, let me answer her real quick. Then, I went in and, oh, wow, that just went to the lowest. I moved Zoom over to the other monitor so that I'm not bouncing back and forth on the same monitor. I adjusted it down. Is that seriously not going to work? Stream Deck's not working now. There we go. I adjusted the Zoom window down to where I thought that looks good. Went into OBS and adjusted it in OBS. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what it was because that's all I've done. And it's actually perfect. Now, if I really want to see if it's good or not, I will do this. I'm going to come back over here to the stream, and there's time is without the adjustment. Oh, wait a minute. There was time is without the adjustment. Now it's Zoom. Well, did you really think this was going to work itself out tonight?
Well,
I'll fix that problem. Now, I got to go back into OBS. I got to go into my settings over here, and I've got to turn off the world clocks. Yep, okay, so that's the world clocks, and I got to go into properties for the world clocks. And it currently went to the window of Chrome Execute, the world clock, and is showing everything except what it's supposed to. So I'm going to see if I can't fix that real quick. And now the world clock should show up. Of course not. It's fixed. World clock, Windows 10, match title, capture card, client areas captured. Oh, you know what? I may get lucky and have this on one of the 10,000 things I have saved. Ho ho ho!
okay, now I got a full screen on YouTube of the world clock. There we go. Alright, it's shrinking down. There you go.
Okay, now it looks like it's about where it's supposed to be. So the only thing I have to do now is change the white coloring from white to whatever my little heart desires, which I kind of like the orange. And we'll see what that looks like. And it should change. It does on OBS. I'm not. Should be good. All right. So now another aspect of this is make sure we're actually working. It kind of sucks that I had to go back and go back a setting or go back a version, and I didn't gain back anything that I lost yesterday. That's my own fault, though. Seriously, that was my own fault. I wasn't thinking properly. No comments from the peanut gallery. No, I'm not watching Zoom at all. I'm strictly on YouTube. Clocks are good with a little bit of adjustment that needs to be made. The Zoom is real good, with the exception of somebody's got settings in the middle of their name. Seriously? No. Why? Somebody look at this YouTube for me and see if you see the words settings on Robert's name. Oh no, my bad. I had my mouse over settings. Hey, there's no hope for me. And geez, I don't even drink anymore. Maybe I should start drinking again. Maybe my life was much more simpler. Yeah. So Twidget appears to not be working, and why is that? Twidget is on. Twidget is settings are correct. There we go. Twidget is now back on the stream. So it looks to me like we are fully functional. Clocks are back. Zoom is back. Fish Tank Aquarium, which that's the only thing that really didn't get screwed up through all this, is back. And Twidget is back. And I want to just see if I can't get a violation. And there's Ricky Fowler, who, yes, is not me, Alex, nor my dad, nor my grandfather. How in the world would you think that's my dad or grandfather, by the way?
I have no idea.
You're the one that said it.
I want the stuff he's taking.
Yeah, really, because. So yeah, this looks good. So now we're back. Next time it screws up, I'll just immediately in the stream revert back to 27.2.3 or whatever it is, and be good. I'll be happy with it. So, what do you guys think of said outro? Do you like that? Should I do two versions of the outro or just one version of the outro?
Say just one for now.
Gotta be Chris. Gotta be Chris snoring. Gary's muted, so it's not him. Now this
Zoom, I think a good feature for Zoom to have would be Zoom needs to find a way to detect snoring so it automatically will mute people when they're snoring.
Oh, good luck with that.
Snoring.
Yeah, it's Chris, I believe. I'll mute him and see. Robert's at work, so I know it's not him. Josh is muted. Greg is awake. He's muted anyway.
I was watching a restoration vehicle.
I'm going to make a bold move here. I'm going to move Zoom back over here, and I'll watch it all just go flying out the window like nothing was going to work. I'll bring Twidget back over as well. I'm not going to adjust anything. It's going to be as is because you know what I need now? I need one more person to join. Well, actually, we need two more people to join just to see what it would look like on the YouTube stream itself.
No.
This looks good, though. This looks good. No, if two more people join, they should join below Rick and below Chris. and it should be okay.
Alex, Jim, and Chris are cut off in my view.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Something changed, and it's back to where it was.
Right when you said I'm going to do this, it went.
All right, hang on. Hang
So
on.
undo whatever that was.
Are you kidding me? All right, I'm going to redo everything. I'm going to put it exactly back the way it was.
We're having fun here.
There you go.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Yep, now you're back. Everybody's
What
back.
the hell did you change?
I took the Zoom window and moved it from monitor number 2 to monitor number 1. That's all I did. Now, until
Yeah, because you have different screen resolutions on each monitor. That's what's screwing it up.
correct.
Yeah.
You're correct, but you're not correct. I have not ever had Zoom window on that monitor until tonight. Never. It's always been directly in front of me. And the reason for that, when the Zoom monitor is in front of me, I'm looking at Zoom and the camera at the same time. Now, it's going to go back to being screwed up on...
Yep.
Right. So if I put it back over here, you're right. It's screen resolution. You're 100% right. If I put it over there, for me to see Zoom, I've got to look over there. So probably 2 or 3 months ago, I put it all over here, left it, and we've been fine until tonight. And it makes me wonder if I didn't have to revert OBS back to 27.23, could have left it and just moved that over there.
Probably not. What resolutions are both monitors running at?
Well, I think they both were at the same, but how can I check individual monitor resolution?
Right click on your desktop and go to display settings, and it will give you one. It will show you how many monitors you have connected, and you can click on the 1 and the 2, and it will show you individual resolutions for each monitor.
Yeah.
Can you say that again a little slower so that I can understand it?
Right click.
Okay. My display number 1 is 1920 by 1080, and it's in landscape.
Yes.
My display number 2 is in 1920 by 1080 in landscape.
Yes. Check to see if it's at
One of them,
100%.
huh?
Check and see if one of them is at 100% and another is like 125%.
God, it's scary when we do this because one of them's at 100 and one of them's at 125%.
Yeah.
Let's test Jim's psychic abilities. Which one's which?
The one that's screwed up is the one at 125%.
That'll be my guess.
Nope, wrong.
Oh, okay.
Earlier, one of my screens.
Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? No, wait a minute. We have a problem,
Yes,
Houston.
now it's screwed up.
Yeah, we have a big problem, Houston.
Earlier, one of my screens. The problem is when my screens screw up, it's a problem with the refresh rate. The refresh rate of one of my screens gets set to like 59 point something hertz when it should be when I have to go in there and change it to 60 hertz before it'll show up again.
Okay, so now it should be back. Everything should be cool. Everything should be hunky-dory right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go with the how back in this. Pick this up.
So the one that's set for 125% is the one that shows it correctly?
No.
Okay.
I put them both. I changed it about a minute ago, and there has been no
Both
change.
are at 100?
Yeah, they're both at 100, and there's been no change on the. Now, Zoom is in front of me. Feel like I'm landing a plane. Zoom, YouTube. YouTube's over there, and it's fine.
If you move the Zoom to the other monitor now, does it still screw up?
Hey, Jeff, I don't want to tell you you're old or anything, but that's what I just got through explaining I did. Zoom is in front of me.
No, but I mean, have you switched monitors with it after you set both of them to 100? That was what's confusing me.
Yes, I have. And if we weren't streaming, I would do an Alex thing for you. But yes, I have.
Right.
And now we'll go back. I'll take zoom and put it over here on monitor number whatever that is, 1 I think, and I can see time and date, zoom, and the stream, and the zoom screen did not change at all. So now I'm going to grab it and I'm going to bring it back over here to this monitor in front of me, and we're good. Now I am going to try, this scares me. I'm going to grab the edge of zoom, I'm going to drag it down, and it should change over there. And it did. Now Robert's completely gone. See that?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if that's adjustable in OBS. Is he back on YouTube yet?
Yes.
Alex, Jim, and Chris are a little bit cut off.
Correct.
Not much.
Not much, but they are cut off. I do see that.
And that's because you adjusted the size of the whole thing.
Correct. So now if I go back in here, bring this back to where it was, I think was about right there-ish.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Then I can get rid of the black edges on the side by grabbing this. Yeah, now we're good. Everybody's full screen. Yeah, I'll leave it right like that. So I have no clue how that happened. I have no. Wintermute says, what is the resolution of the monitor you had zoom on and the other one? One was at 100, one was at 125. We put them both at 100, and it seems to work good. The only problem I have now, which is not a problem, I used to, because of my OCD, I used to take the boxes on Zoom and twidge it, and they would be identical as far as the height goes, and then I'd fill the whole screen up with Zoom so that my screen's full. I can't do that now because when I do that, that's what makes everybody start getting all hunky, funky, whatever. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm good with it like this. I can function with it like this. It's just going to take some adjustment.
I always have to bump mine to at least 125%, or I can't see it. It's too small.
Yeah, I generally do too, but I'm going to have to make that adjustment because if I bump it to 125, I can't show everybody on YouTube. So
now that you've got it like this, can you move the whole block around a little bit without screwing up anything? I mean,
what do you mean by whole block? And
take the 10 rectangles from Zoom with all of us. I mean, just leave it the same size. Can you scoot it to the right?
Yes. And Wintermute, they are both 1920 by 1080. I misunderstood your question. So you're asking, can I put this over here? Watch the stream? Is that what you're referring to?
Right, or the other way.
Yeah, I can put you all the way over here to the edge. Like that.
Yeah, okay. So you can adjust that where you want it.
Yep.
Now that you've got the size like you like it.
Exactly, yeah.
All right,
everything in OBS is manageable, I guess is the word I want. Like if I want to make old Grandpa Fowler go away here, I just turn him off and he's gone. If I want to bring Twidge it down to here.
Right, okay.
Well, actually, if I want to bring Twidge it down to here, I grab it. Now somebody else is snoring.
Right.
Solve that problem. So yeah, I can come in here to OBS and move it. I can move the clocks, put them on this side. I can put this over here. Actually, I can put that over there. Yeah, I mean, it's again, whatever your imagination wants. I just happen to like it like this. And the other thing that I'm going to have to figure out, not tonight, is I used to have this literally bumped up against there like that, and it still took up most of the screen, but it's not doing that now. But for tonight, this is good. It's back to functioning. It's back to the way it should be, the way it was. So it's good. 3 nights in a row we've had issues, and 3 nights in a row we worked through them and fixed them. So that's great.
Now the question is, what will you have to fix tomorrow night?
How be YouTube for a change?
Probably will. But I don't know. Tomorrow night going to be a late start, so I may be like someone that we all know in this room that knows his flaws and just doesn't give a shit. I may just take that attitude tomorrow night. If it's messed up, it's just going to stay messed up. I don't know. I hope not.
Now, when you set up the session, are you starting over completely each time? Or can you, like, save things as you have them now and then just come back?
I make very little changes to how I do this. I will
So,
do.
but if you shut off everything now and started it up again without making any changes, would we see what we're seeing now?
You should,
Except
yes.
for the
You should, yes.
Twidget words.
You should, yes. Now I have to start Twidget. It won't automatically start. I have to restart it.
Right. But I mean, just
Yeah, no, everything will
all
stay.
the clock window and the Twidget window and the Zoom window and the fish window will all be where they are.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Sounds like a dumb question, but I didn't know if you had to restart OBS from scratch every time.
No. Well, that's what Jim was asking about my 75 scenes that I have. And I I agree with him. I have too many. I really do. But I'll make something and I'll leave it, and then I will. Now that's going over there for some reason. I'm not sure why yet. I'll figure that out in a minute. Give me one moment. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. And I want this to be this. So now you should be seeing, no, you should not be seeing, now you should be seeing, no, you should not be seeing that. You should be seeing, oh, bear with me. I do know what I'm doing here. If that's 1, I want 2.
Right.
Now, Doug?
Okay, so that's 2. You guys are seeing the Windows clock on Zoom and OBS, or on Zoom Zoom and the YouTube screen. Correct?
Yes, we're getting the infinity.
Yeah, you should be. So I'm going to go back to here. And then for right now, we're just going to have the infinity. So as long as I don't change anything in here, and I never do. So for example, this is my main Zoom YouTube screen. Everything stays where it's at. If my outro, everything stays where it's at. Now I can change them if I want, and it almost looks like I need to change this one. I need to move it about to there, it looks like. And then my second outro is uh-oh, did I lose my second outro? I think I did. Oh, that's going to make me mad. Outro. 15 seconds. It'll kick over to, where's it kick over to? Like, I'm asking you guys like you know. Oh, it goes to HBO Max because that's where I was playing around with it at. Okay, so that's correct. So as long as I don't change anything, I'm good. All my scenes remain intact. And we're happy. Now, right now, this has got the little bit of the mirroring because I don't want to take the time to set it up properly. and start another version of OBS and then do that. So I'm going to stop the virtual camera. I'm going to go back to the main YouTube. I'm going to go into OBS or Zoom, turn off the camera, and turn my camera on. And now everybody should be seeing. Zoom should be good, and the stream should be good, and it looks like it is. So, yeah, can we imagine the fun and glorious times we're going to have when I have my third monitor? It's okay, Jim. We'll get through it.
Well, you'll get through it. I'll be gone. See ya. Bye.
Come on now. As long as it's before midnight.
Well, as a matter of fact, speaking of such,
It is 56.
yeah, it's getting close enough.
So,
And I didn't bring any water down with me, so my throat's dry as a bone.
well, I appreciate your suggestions and your help a while ago. I am glad we figured it out. I'm glad it's working.
Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of was that you had different magnifications on the monitors, and
Yeah, between me and you and half the world, I'd have never thought about that. Seriously.
all right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, good night. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
So this seems to be a nightly thing now where I have to do at least part 1 and part 2 of the streams. I'll be glad to get back to the days when that doesn't have to happen. So I am going to do what now? What time? How? Geez.
I think this is called Stout's corollary to Murphy's Law.
Something.
Nothing can be completely right when you start it.
Yeah, well, no, it seems that about 10 minutes into it, then it all goes poof, gone, out. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the outro button and see what happens over here. There we go. I will end the stream here in a minute. Great guy, Tony Wallow, Matthew Camp, Wintermute's back. Thank you. Cropped again. Wait a minute. He is saying it's cropped again.
No, not in your outro.
Outros look good. I'm not leaving yet. I have someone pointing something out, so I'm going to go back to there. And he's saying that that's cropped again. He's right. It is cropped.
Well, shit.
That looks a little better, but it still does have the appearance of being cropped. So
It is.
why is
Are you on
it
the right or crop?
correct?
It may be, see, the height to width ratio is changed when it went from 10 people to 9. When Jim left. So you've got the 9 rectangles in the space that you had for the 10. And on the Zoom, see the height to width ratio changed.
I hope not, because if that's going to be the case, that means every time someone leaves or comes in, I'm going to have to go in and change something.
I'm guessing, but that's the only thing that's different.
Look at what
You
that
didn't
did.
change your magnification again.
I changed the size of the text, apps, and other items to 125, and it screwed it up that badly. Now I'll go back to 100, and then that's back. Yeah.
But that's really the only thing that changed when Jim left. You went from 10 people to 9, and the ratios of the screen changed.
Yep, that's true. What does this do when I do this?
Try an experiment here if you want. I'll leave, and you can see if it changes yet again.
Okay, count to 30 and come back, please.
All right.
Uh-oh, here we go. Been expecting this one.
She must have her own texting tone, so you know it's her right away.
Who?
Lorna.
Do what, Alex?
So you must have your phone set up so that Lorna has her own tone for when she texts you.
No, I have my phone with her ringtone on it that tells me it's her.
Does it say, "Him Stout, your wife is calling you, take up my phone"?
No.
Didn't change much that time, but you still had 3 rows and 3.
It did
Oh,
change, and
total.
now the left-hand side is off.
The reason I ask is because I can't change my text message tone per contact. I can only change ringtones per contact. As far as I know. I know how to do it, but not on Android.
The theory should be about the same on Android as it is on the iPhones.
You should be able to go into the contact, go into edit contact, and then you should be able to do it from there. And that's the same way we need to be able to see emergency bypass too.
Well, that looks like that's about as good as it's going to get, and it looks like Roberts is cut off. It says old buddy 1L, not 2. I don't think that's an OBS setting. It might be. I don't think that it is.
That'll be a pain if you have to readjust that for the number of people in your Zoom.
It will be. You're right. It will be. Or there. Now somebody leave for me, please, and come back.
All right. All right.
Okay, that's good. That looks good on. I'm watching the YouTube stream. That looks good. Nothing changed there. When he comes back, I think it's going to remain. I think it'll be okay. The problem I'm anticipating is if we ever get over 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 people, I think that's where the problem's going to lie. Yeah, that's perfect. No issues there at all. So I did make a slight adjustment in OBS, but here's the problem. I can't make any more adjustments in OBS.
Hey, Ken.
Yes.
I don't want to hear this, but I think the best thing may be to just not show. Maybe to just not show the Zoom on YouTube and just have everybody's audio, especially if we get like over 15 people in the Zoom.
Well, we'll do it like we're doing it for now, and when we get up to 15 people, we'll see what happens. And if we get the 16th person, we'll see 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, if we get the 16th person, then we'll see if we can get them to stick around long enough to make the adjustments and make it work. How would I make it so we only hear the audio over Zoom on the YouTube?
Probably like a camera. All you have to do, what do you mean? All you have to do is like right click on somebody's name if they're not showing their video and right click and
yeah, you're talking about what. Yeah, you're talking about what Catherine got so upset about. No, this is fine. I don't want to entertain that. I do understand what you're talking about, but at this point in time, I think I'll leave it as is. And if we get to the 16th person, we'll see what the effect is on the stream and go from there. Because if I do that, what you're saying is if I do that, you are saying...
If you do that, if somebody talks, it won't highlight their square, but it'll have at the top in little words that it'll say, Catherine Hauserman is talking, or Gary Weisenberger is talking. Whoever doesn't have their camera on, people on YouTube will still be able to see that they're talking.
I can hide your profile pictures, but I no longer have the option to not show you guys. When I hide the pictures, all it says is it takes away your picture and puts your name on there. That's all it does.
You have to right click on somebody's square doesn't have their video on. So if you right click inside of Gary's square, you should have an option for hide non-video participants.
Does that do that for everybody or just that specific person?
No, for everybody that doesn't have their video on. So it do it for Gary, it do it for Catherine. It would hide their squares.
So now, do you bring yourself back or do I have to do that? Because here's where I see an issue.
That setting only applies to your screen. It only applies to the YouTube and for your Zoom screen, but nobody else's. It's a personal preference setting, so you would have to.
Okay.
Each person has to do that individually, but since you're the one controlling the YouTube, it would of course affect the YouTube because it's coming from your computer.
For the clock file I shared with you, just download it double click it, open it in the browser. Okay, no worries, Wintermute, no worries whatsoever. Okay, so the stream should be showing 4 people: Greg, Jeff, Rick, and me.
Yeah.
Now I need someone to watch the stream, and I need Alex to say something.
Okay.
How about more than one something other than one word?
Say something. I'm saying something.
My body lies over the ocean.
And Wintermute said he heard okay. So could I get Josh to say something?
Oh, I don't know. How was everybody's day?
And he says he can hear. Fine. So now the only issue, Josh brought himself back, and now he's back over there. Alex, bring yourself back if you would, please.
What do you mean, my video?
Mm-hmm. And there he is, and there he shows up on the stream. Okay, that might work. That's something I'll have to play it by ear and see. Because there will be certain people that if they don't see their name on the screen because we did what you just said, they're going to get upset. And I don't want to get any further into
the YouTube screen. Whenever they talk, it'll say their name up there. It'll say Catherine Housen, and it's called.
I wasn't going to mention names, but when you talked, I didn't see any name anywhere. Not on Zoom, not on the stream. So go back to the way you had it, and I'll put you back in that status, and let's see why that's not working. Okay, now say something.
Okay, now say something.
Well, oddly enough, Josh's box lit up. There's nowhere on my Zoom does it say Alex Cheak is speaking, and nowhere on the YouTube stream does it say Alex Cheak is speaking.
It says it on mine. It says it up at the very top of the screen.
Okay, now it did, and it's about as big as an ant, and I don't think that's going to come through on the stream. So go ahead and say something else.
Something else.
Okay, does it say Alex is speaking now?
Only on Zoom, not on the stream.
Where are you seeing it on Zoom?
At the it's about this big, Jeff. It's so little, I had to focus. Say something, Alex.
Alex
The top of his rectangle or the top of the whole screen?
Right in the top of the whole screen, about the middle.
Not seeing any there.
Yeah, it might be on mine only. Now, is he hidden on your screen as well, or do you still?
When he talks, I see his picture, his thumbnail.
It's a per participant setting. You have to right click in my rectangle and click hide non-video participants.
All right. Now say something again.
Now when I'm talking.
Got it. I see it now. I see it.
Something again.
You aren't hidden, so
It's real little,
all I
huh?
see is the yellow around your rectangle because you aren't hidden.
Shadows, I like that.
All right, I got it now.
Alex, what are we going to talk about for an eyes and what? I don't know, but I know they're not going to get. I know
Stop
they're not going to. I know
again.
they're not going to get pissed off at me and hang up on me.
So Wintermute said, oh, cropped again. That was before I was going to end it, and we seem to have that fixed. Hopefully that.
Why would I do that on my own?
So let's go try this one more time.
Yeah, try your second outro or whatever.
Yep,
Good one.
I'm doing that now. So there we go. So while that's running, I'm going to say goodnight for real this time to Wintermute, Tony Wallow, Jason, Matthew Camp, great guy. Jim was there earlier. He left already. Good night. That's kicked in.
There, here comes my girls. Shake those.